Hey there, beloved Ascension Pioneers. This is me, Polona. I'm coming to you again from nature. I already recorded this video and this message, but somehow in the first part of it, I ended up cutting my own head. So I'm recording the intro part again. The message is about signs, magic, confirmations, numbers, cosmic vibrations, cosmic generators, and I would like to emphasize further on that. I would like to expand more on this. I think I was already speaking about this. And, just stay tuned. And the first part of the message, I guess, wasn't meant to be shared yet. So I'll share that more when I speak about community more. So just stay tuned for the message coming up, and here it is. Oh, and now this animal is sitting on my camera, flying, buzzing around. It's good. Animal blessings. So to shift now to my general overall message for today it was a lot about numbers. First of all, I pulled Spirit card, which was about 7, and the magic of number 7, which for me on my path, especially if I see it 3 times, is yes, what you're thinking about now is aligned, or yes, you're going in the right direction. Sometimes even when you're driving with a car, you're feeling lost. Yes, you're being on the right road, even if you don't feel like it. And then 555, which is all about the change. And then so many things were about numbers and what people were responding about numbers. Then I started feeling, ooh, I need to expand on this. And I need to give you one example. A lot of times people say, oh, I keep seeing these messages now. I keep seeing these numbers and they mean this and that. Or, for example, when I was buying a car, I'll give you this example. I kept seeing when I was, just wondering about different types of car. I wasn't yet fully aware about what I want, because it's something that needed to come through really, that was for my highest good, and I just kept intending for that. But physically I wasn't yet aware of what I want at that time. I didn't know what was best. My human side did not know at that time. So the thing is, I kept sawing different cars, like different brands. For example, my friend said, oh, this is a good brand, you should see these ones. And when I was browsing for those brands, when I went out, I only saw those brands. But, if you're an ordinary observer, you don't see beyond, you will say, oh, I meant to get this car. Because you will only see on the surface of things. But when you have a deeper understanding, you will know that you have programmed yourself with the awareness of this. So what you're doing is you're literally experiencing seeing that, what you have programmed yourself from within, and now you're experiencing without. And usually this happens with people who go to psychics and they say, oh, you'll meet a tall, dark, handsome stranger, and that's all they're seeing. And they're like, oh, is it the one? Is it him? Is it that person? Because they literally see only that, because they're programmed. They have limited their awareness to that perception. So when I was really going to buy a car, I said to myself, I'm seeing all these different types. At this moment I was seeing this brand, at that moment I was seeing that brand, but I said, I will just literally need to trust. I will need to see through neutrality, not by myself associating these attributes to this message. That is really just neutral. But what that message usually is for us, when we see it from the higher perspective, is what we need to anchor right now to learn something about that thing. It's not like a general destiny sort of message, oh, you're meant to get this car because this is what you're seeing now. You'll need to move into deeper neutrality and just follow the signs in every now moment, because this is how all these signs and numbers and post signs or whatever we're seeing in images, that's how they're working for us. Because this is literally, if you have seen my video a few months ago when I was talking about the importance of numbers, how they work as consciousness, and I explain about my number 27, which is literally the divine reunion number for me. For me, I felt it as the 999, the completion, the holy trinity of trinities. And I felt this is totally connected, and then I was doing the automatic writing, and it came through exactly what I thought. Was it's connected to my divine reunion, and the more that I'm in my magic zone, the more that I see it. And if I would be, focusing on it only externally and with my brain and the monkey mind associating with it, I would just say, oh gosh, it means that my partner is here in my nearest presence. Well, it can be a side of it, side effect in the physical, but it's not what it is. It's the energy vibration you are now stepping into. It's the vortex that you're creating for yourself. And through these eyes, you're now seeing all that is. You're filtering through that. So one of the examples about my car was that there was this car, Citroen, that I saw, and I was sent this link by a friend, and I literally felt guided to go see that car. But the story didn't end there, although I thought this is the perfect car for me. And even the license plates, because my guidance said to me, be careful for the license plates also when you'll be looking for that car for your new divine companion. So I felt guided. This was in another city. I needed to go there with a train. My mom went with me to keep me company. Blessed cutie she is. And when I got there, the first thing the man said, yeah, this car is very, it was powerful and it's how it is. But I also just today received this new one, and it's Peugeot, and it's also diesel. And I'm like, ooh, it's also what I want. So I need to stay open. And I said to myself, I won't limit myself just because I've kept seeing Citroëns lately, because I've programmed myself for Citroëns when I decided to go get that car. But my guidance was actually just guiding me there to that place because something different was there for me. If I wouldn't stay open enough, I couldn't see it. You see, we need to learn to communicate the language of the divine. We need to know how to read it. We need to know how to become it. We need to know how to fully be absorbed and immersed in it. You see? Because a lot of times people just stop on the surface and they see the numbers through this filter, and that's all that they do. They can't move deeper. But in this Ascension Pioneer's path, we need to continue to go deeper and deeper and deeper, because soul will continue to give us messages in the now. So my message in that example was, go to that place, but don't stay limited. What we were seeing before with the Citroën brand was for then. You're in a different moment now. Timelines continue to shift, and you always need to be aligned with your highest good. So what that is, you will feel. And I was calling a friend, checking in. Oh, which car is better? This one, that one. That one is too expensive to maintain because it had a powerful engine, too powerful for me. And these were all the signs. Sometimes we're thinking the signs as too metaphysical. Sometimes the signs will be very practical. And my friend said to me, you probably will have just enough money with you physically to get the right car. So after we did all the calculation, all the math, it turns out that the first car really was more suited for me, and I felt it because it brought me more ease, as I don't want to be too much dependent on the system. The first car was almost double the amount of money to maintain it because of the engine and the power and everything, and I felt I don't even need this. So it's not just what numbers keep saying, because a lot of times you can get entangled in that and you say, oh, but the numbers are saying this. Oh, but these images I keep seeing telling me this. But what does your heart say? The numbers are only directing you. They're just your consciousness being mirrored back to you, reflected in the physical. That's all that is, because they're just cosmic generators, triggers like everything else on our path. And when you will come down to the very moment of making a decision, it will be all up to your heart. You see, and that was my message for today, and that was the example I was able to share with you, because I like to share through my own experiences, and for you to look deeper every single time you're reflecting back to yourself. Because like I said about numbers, and if you haven't checked that video, go back and see about numbers. I think it was posted in October or November last year, maybe December, I don't know. But it's really important to understand that these numbers are basically cosmic generators. They're like triggers in the physical that we actually put there. We place them there in order to reflect something back to us. Either that's change or divine trust or new things coming to us or keep the faith or whatever it is. It's coming there. It's placed there through our superconscious, and then it sinks into the subconscious, and then it comes reflected back in the physical through our conscious, and then we notice it. But how we apply to it, the meaning, and how we feel it, it will always have to come through our heart. And that's where the whispers of the soul will be coming through, the heart. So don't stay fixated on any ideas. Just follow them in the now. Sometimes people see these messages and say, oh, I need to go there because I keep seeing these messages. I need to move to that place, or I need to meet this person. Yes, maybe you do, but maybe not for the reason you're thinking of right now. This is what the mind does. The mind describes the meaning right away, the mind analyzes, but the soul guides you through every now moment, and it fluctuates, and things will change and shift. So being heart-centered means to be fully present in the moment, always welcoming changes, always be open for surprises. Like it was with my car, I went to get one and I ended up buying another one, and if I didn't trust, then God knows what that would bring me, a totally different timeline. But my timeline as to how I like to experience it and what I programmed myself for before even coming here was to experience that for the highest good and my highest soul potential and purpose here. I hope this message made sense. Me and the nature around me and everywhere around you as well are sending you many blessings and lots of love. And tomorrow, be careful, be observant for another one of my giveaway videos. Videos. I already planning a new one because you'll see these magical surprises keep raining in, so I got a surprise package and it was all good, meant for me to do this one more time. So I'll see you next week, and you can see if something resonates with you there as well, if you see any messages here inviting you. So take care. I love you all so much, and here is where our path is at all times. Bye.